Hi there. We're gonna continue with uh, Buddhism summary. Um, this is part 4.5. It's a continuation of uh, SGI Soka Gakkai International, which is the organization for Buddhism. The president Ikeda, who's the most recent leader, his beliefs, which are we're going over and we're summarizing. So we're going to continue where we left off on raising and educating children. Ikeda's guidance based on observing families and experiencing situations. So where we left off was on the first point, which was let children focus on their studies as a first priority because faith is something that we practice our entire lives. However, if one doesn't work hard during a certain period of their life, one may fail to acquire important knowledge and skills and come to regret it deeply later. Also, faith manifests itself during daily life and is expressed in studies. Devotion is expressed through practice in our lives. If they neglect their studies because they are busy doing gongyo, prayer, or attending meetings, it certainly cannot be called the correct way of faith. So this is where we left off, and we're going to continue. Even if sometimes your children can't do gongyo, there is no reason for you as parents to become overly concerned or agitated about this. There are occasions when simply chanting Nam Myoho Renge Kyo 3 times is quite sufficient. It's important to foster in children the spirit to stay connected to the Gohon Zone and the SGI throughout their lives. It's fine if they progress in their faith and practice bit by bit. Parents should be broad minded on this matter. They might even sometimes reassure a child who is busy with studying by saying, "Don't worry, I'll do gongyo for you today." Ikeda said, "I hope you will lead them wisely so that they can grow and develop freely and naturally in the best possible way." The second point is take time for parent-child communication, making an effort to talk with your child. The length of time is not important. What matters is that you use wisdom. Even if it's only a brief encounter, bond with them, talk with them, and try to make time to listen to what they have to say. As long as you have love and compassion, you will find the wisdom to make it work. Faith manifests itself as wisdom. You must still make positive efforts to open and sustain dialogue with your children, not allowing yourself to neglect them, claiming that you're too busy or that it can't be helped, or telling yourself that somehow things will work out on their own. It's not a question of conforming to any particular style. It is the heart that is important. Are your hearts connected? Some families may always be together physically, um, but their hearts are estranged from one another. Other families may only be together for brief periods, but manage to enjoy rich and lively heart to heart communication at such times. Families who share bonds of closeness as a result of consistent efforts to stay connected feel comfortable and at ease with one another, no matter where they are or what they are doing. I ask that parents come up with creative ways for their families to stay connected and continually strive to improve themselves together with their children. The third point is avoid arguing in front of your children. Children can at times be even more keenly perceptive than adults. That is why we must be careful how we behave in front of them. If you must argue, do it where they cannot see you. Children are saddened when their parents fight. They will not forget the incident for a long time. Tall trees grow from secure and solid ground. Please give your children tranquility and peace of mind. According to one psychologist, when children see their parents fighting, they are often shaken, experiencing fear and anxiety. Um, and number 4, refrain from scolding your children. The worst thing is for the father and the mother to gang up and scold the child together. Number 5, be fair and don't compare one child with another. A parent's single thoughtless remark can often deeply wound a child and instill a sense of inferiority. Under such circumstances, they cannot grow and develop in a healthy fashion. Discover and praise their strengths, building their confidence, support them, and believe completely in their potential. Respect each child's individuality. That's a parent's role. It is important for the family to be a place of fairness and equality where everyone is valued as a unique and irreplaceable individual. Number 6, share your dedication to faith with your children. Parents need to be in tune with their children. We must make sure our children can understand and respect our beliefs, our way of life, and our dedication. It is a mistake to assume that they will somehow come to know we love them or to understand our commitment to Kosa and Rufu on their own without us having to say anything. We must make conscious efforts to verbalize and communicate our thoughts and feelings to them and to do so wisely in a relaxed way without pressuring them. The next section, I'm not sure if the previous section may have been repeated, but I want to make sure I did do it, so that's that. And And when it says children, that also goes for all kinds of relationships. Parent child relationships are obviously critical, so it goes without saying that all relationships within communities or within your within society in general also follow the same rules. Okay, so the next section is called Accepting Others for Who They Are. Many children today feel as if they don't belong anywhere. This may be because many families have adopted the value criteria of schools and businesses. This can lead to children coming to see themselves as worthless and falling into despair. The cheerlessness um, uh, and and bleak view of life may itself be the root cause of children's anger and frustration. Recognize, accept, and embrace your children for who they are. Don't force your idealized image, the perfect child, on them. Make sure they know you love them for who they are. Give them all the love they need. That's the way to enable children to love themselves, nurture, and develop themselves. If children can learn to think for themselves, they will be unstoppable. That's it for now. It may be that I repeated this part, but thanks anyway. Facebook.com/Yozalplay.